My wife and I headed up to Door County from Iowa City, Iowa. Planned on going sightseeing and such and trying to get some golf in.
Mike was getting up in the morning to get ready for the day.
Went around the end of the bed, and next thing I knew, lights out. I was on the floor. Real surreal experience. The next thing I know, my wife's sister, Vicky, was kind of standing over me and asking me questions.
When my sister had asked, what's my name? Do you know who I am? He went like this, which means, it's Vicky, because her name is Vicky. So at least she's like, okay, he's still here. He's still with us. He just can't, verbalize it. And that's when she turned to her husband and said, call 911.
Then it was just like chaos after that for me, because the EMTs came in. I know they took me to Aurora BayCare.
We realized immediately that he had a very significant stroke, affecting a large vessel inside his brain.
Dr. Darkhabani told me kind of what he wanted to do, and he goes, I have my team all here, they're ready, we need to go. And I said, you go.
Unfortunately, stroke like Mike's stroke, only 9% of patients will have good recovery. The only option for Michael and the only chance for him to make a good recovery is basically by trying to go mechanically and remove the clot. Having the ability to open the vessel and to pull the clot out, you give this tissue in the brain the chance to survive. And this way you will stop this process from damaging the brain.
Dr. Darkhabani came in after the surgery and informed us that the surgery went very, very well. He said not to get too high hopes, but just that, everything did come out well.
When we removed the clot, he actually showed immediate sign of improvement right away. That's a very positive thing to see.
After surgery, the first thing I remember is coming out, and I remember raising my arm. And I don't know what for, but I just raised my arm, and the nurse looked at me and said, you shouldn't be able to do that yet. I said, well, nobody told me. Some people have used the word miracle around me on my recovery quite a bit, and I don't like to throw that word around, loosely, but it makes me realize that this was a miraculous recovery for me to come through the way I did.
Here at Aurora BayCare Medical Center, we have this ability to manage every kind of acute stroke and every complex kind of acute stroke immediately. Our patients in our area don't need to be transferred anywhere else to receive that care. Saving that time means basically that the patient will have much better chance of healing.
This situation had to happen to somebody. It was the right place, right time to happen. To have that kind of facility and staff available to people is very important, very critical. My recovery hinged upon all the support I had from medical teams, Dr. Darkhabani, his staff, Aurora BayCare, the staff there, my wife, my mom, my kids, all being there to help me. They wanted me around. I wanted to be around.